This is an All Sports Station production.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. With that, let's get out to Southern California with the call from Los Angeles. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. Under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. With that, let's check out how the Chargers line up on offense.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey is one of the best centers in the league. And to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the second level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. This is taken at the 23. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Break. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
2nd and 9 now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 99. Check 99.
Go. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Cantrell. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now as he gets to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Check 53, Mike. Go. Go. Now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. With that, let's take a look here at the Charger defense.
Melvin Ingram is beginning to come into his own as an outside linebacker. Strong, solid, with an excellent first step.
50. Down. 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Carr on the bootleg. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw, and caught by Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
On the ready. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're almost.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
60 or. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
2nd and 11. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll...
It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Got it. Come.
Go 58's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. That makes third down a lot more interesting.
It certainly does. How about the example of situational football there and his ability to think the play through? Second and short, not anticipating a passing play, sold out and made a great tackle, which brings up third down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Stay with your man. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 5.
They'll set up a throw. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Gator. 3, Mike. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check. Now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Wilbur able to run it down for a loss of a yard.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
3 bucks.
They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, Wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
What now? Ready?
Check 24, check 24.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 48. This will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? 60 outlaw. I'm coming for you. Mine.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Ready. 50, plant.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mike. Say go.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. That goes for a gain of 31. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Come on, set.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
5.
2nd and 10. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
What now?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Carr completes it and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Carr now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now Carr, he'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now, 180. 52. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Let's go.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Carr to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They come out here in the I. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Carlson on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Carr now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Now, 180.
56.
Yeah, that's what I do.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Now, 180.
52's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ready, break.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Kill.
Once more, here's Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Sit up. Hit it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Shoot.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice catch, boy.
Down. 18 Gator.
Mike 58, right there. Push him back. Push him back.
Let's go.
It's Eckler again. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Set. 90 Wolf.
Check 53, Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Ready.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Let's go.
A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Here we go. 15 Ronnie. 15 Ronnie. Ready. Ready. Go.
Back to throw here. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Going on the ground with Eckler. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Ready. 70. Indy.
Number 53. Mike 53. You rush.
5.
Now Eckler. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Get it.
Here is Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go. 50, plant. You're not ready. You're not ready. Be different.
2nd and 6. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Wilbur able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Now Charger kicker Mike Badgley on 4th down, coming out to try the field goal. Badgley's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This one taken from the 7. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. From the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
53's Mike. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Shoot.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Let's go.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Ricky. Switch.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. 3 yards on that last run. So here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. On the return, it's King. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Tight end right. 4 down.
They're going to look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go, here we go. 90, Wolf. I got you, I got you. Now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
And now Oakland ready to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And his throw here is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's King. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Ready? 8-3. Number 53. Mike 53.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a first down, you do it on a chunk play. Big yardage, and now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant.
They'll drop to throw. Complete, Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. The 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go.
On the double. 53 is the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And an alley to run. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All day, any day, any day. Ready.
They'll run here with Eckler. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Second and 14. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And caught by Henry. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now, 180, 52.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Carr. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Joey Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Down. 10-2 stop. Yeah. Deep grip.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
53, check 53.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal.
Strip that ball.
Back to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. Badgley able to punch this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Derek Carr in the offense. Down by 2, a minute 14 to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down.
Keep tight end.
He's back to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
They'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On fourth down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of hit.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.